welcome, welcome, welcome. Those of you who are new to my page, my name is Stacey. I'm a relationships coach for women, and I help women to overcome infidelity and also attract Mr. Right in 90 days. So I want to say a super, super, super congrats to the ladies who's going to be starting their program with me next week, Monday. I cannot wait. It's going to be epic. The masterclasses starts on Monday, the 23rd of November, and it's for 7 weeks. It's group based. So if you haven't got your space at the moment and you're interested in absolutely joining this program with me, then please just join me, and join the other ladies that's going to be on there with me. Also, if you're interested in one-to-one coaching with me, then again, just please reach out to me. I will be putting a link to this video where you can do that. Those of you who are loving my videos, I want to thank you so much for reaching out to me and showing your love and showing your support. Please like and share all of the videos, because we never know who we're serving and we never know who we're reaching out to. So those of you who are joining me on this live at the moment, I want you to just text me in the comments there so I can see that you're here. I can acknowledge you on this live as well. And those of you who are catching this on replay, please just put hashtag replay. So I can see that you're viewing this and you're taking some knowledge from this. I read every single one of the comments. I reply back to every single one of the comments. So I don't take anything for granted, and I'm forever, forever grateful. As I said to you guys in many of my videos, and of recently, I will be donating some of my monies from my that we earn in terms of giving service to other women in regards to my Intuitively You sessions. I will be donating some money over to the Philippines following the storms that happened over there, and just saving families' lives and just giving them an opportunity to just know that they're not alone, and yeah, we're here for them. I'm incredibly grateful for this moment. But what I really wanted to talk about today with you guys is overcoming lies, deceits, especially after betrayal. And the reason why this is so, so, so key is because it's easy to forget that emotional pain can hurt as much as physical pain. But when we're hurting and been hurt by someone, it often feels as though that we've been taking a punch to the gut or a stab to the heart. And once you're in the middle of something, it's hard to really, really see the end of it. So what happens is that you're too busy feeling what you feel and experiencing the moment that you're in. But just as we try to recover from physical pain, we can also recover from the emotional pain. And even if it comes from intimate betrayal, or if it comes from a betrayal where it's an emotional betrayal or a physical betrayal, whatever it is, I want you to know that you can get past it and you can get through it. But it's about you actually leaning in and taking charge of the situation and not allowing the pain to become a pleasure to your circumstances or your presence. So after living through, a betrayal of someone, especially when you love somebody, many people find that they just can't imagine their next love interest being loyal. So then what happens is that when you go out to the dating world, when you go out to a place of perhaps maybe courting or looking at somebody as a prospect to you to add value to you, you will be looking for holes that you can absolutely pinch out in regards to that person. And that's not a reflection of who you need to be, especially when it comes to you. But after living through that betrayal, this is where a lot of people find it so, so, so difficult to actually get back up to where they need to be, get back to the person that they need to be, and also attracting the right persons in their lives. And that's the reason why the Intuitively Her, the Becoming program, and the Intuitively You is so, so, so key, because it's not only about having the right mindset, but it's also about resetting those energies to allow yourself to actually be aligned with what it is that you attract. I always keep on saying all the time, you are who you attract. And if you don't treat yourself properly, you can't look for somebody else to to give you that treatment or to give you what it is that you lack. When you feel those things, wouldn't it be better to have a steady foundation rather than having a foundation that's only going to sink you and the relationship in? What also that does is that it stops you from actually really, really moving forward and having that self-forgiveness that you need. So that's the reason why this video is so, 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 so crucial, because sometimes we suffer quietly through disloyalty from a partner, but this then embeds harmful emotions deeply into our being, and our trust in other words, in others especially, it evolves, it erodes in a place. If we don't process the reality of betrayal and work through it, it's a painful impression. on us and also moving forward. So when betrayed, we're given two choices, and we let ourselves get stuck in a really, really bad mindset. We might shift our mindset, perhaps maybe in business, we might shift our mindset very, very, very clearly when it comes to career, and we'll drive ourselves in that area. But actually, when we're doing that, when we're shifting the mindset, what we're doing is that we're leaving this place as it is. And what you're not doing is not allowing yourself to move forward. And that is the alignment in terms of the energy. So if those of you who haven't booked an Intuitively You session with me, I want to encourage you to absolutely do that. And don't let, the investment towards yourself be the reasons why you don't actually step outside of your mindset and also your circle in terms of what you're familiar with, because we can put incidents behind us. So here's the thing, what I want to say to you. These are the 7 steps will obviously help you to move on from a romantic betrayal. One of the first things, and this is something that I teach all of the ladies, especially when we go through the program, we go through this in so much detail. We analyze every single thing and we know what steps that we need to absolutely take. These steps encourages you going forward what you need to do. But the first one is recognizing the betrayal and understanding your emotions. And that is so, 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 so key. And the reason why I say that, after learning that someone you love has betrayed you, your emotions can then become very life altering mess. And a lot of us, in terms of women, what we then do is then we walk around with this pain, not visibly, but we walk around with this mask pain whereby we bury it, and then we put ourselves and allow ourselves to go into situations that has no value to us in terms of our relationship, no value to our well-being. It's quite unhealthy in some circumstances, but what we then do is that we settle, and we might turn into a situationship whereby, we're with somebody who's already belonging to somebody else, or perhaps maybe we're keeping it more of an intimate type of value to ourselves, because we just don't want to give ourselves to somebody. And this is one of the reasons, and if you're wearing this mask, this is one of the reasons why recognizing betrayal and your emotions is very, very, very key in terms of moving forward in betrayal. But here's the thing, you can't move forward without processing these feelings, and you need to take time through the shock, the sadness, the anger, and the hate. And whether this is with family or friends that you do this with, or you have some support network in there, it's also really, really, really encouraged that you really, really seek help with this, because there's only so much we can do in terms of self coaching. There's only so much that we can do to help ourselves in terms of moving forward. Sometimes we need somebody from an external point of view to really, really point out where we need to be and where we need to go. So in order to deal from betrayal and keep it from reoccurring in terms of your future, you can and you have to keep your emotions in check. And this is so, 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 so key. And this is the reason why I have 3 different phrases in terms of the value or service that I offer to every single person. If you obsess, you become stuck in the past. But if you can think logically and understand the need to move forward, you can master your emotions. And that is so, so, so key. Number 2, you need to learn to forgive. Now, it may seem really, really absurd to forgive someone who has hurt you so badly, but you need to if you want to get your life back together. And here's the thing, holding on to grudges, holding on to the feeling of pain, you are only feeding it. You'll only keep holding on to the past and rob you of the happiness. When you do this, when you allow yourself to not actually forgive. So learning to forgive is absolutely key. How to do that? DM me in regards to it. But the first thing that I'd probably say to you, in learning how to forgive, you need to be able to forgive yourself. And forgiveness should not be seen as a weakness. Forgiveness should not be seen that you're giving somebody a pass. Forgiveness is about you actually giving the gift back to yourself, because what you're doing is that you're valuing yourself and you're investing in yourself. And then that's the only way that you can go through the steps of grief. You can go through the steps of loss, and then you can go through the steps and the final step of actually letting go. Forgiveness does not mean accepting the wrong behaviors from others. It means detaching yourself from the pain, frustration, and bitterness that is buried within you. And as long as we harbor hatred or anger, against others, personal progress is then stifled. And this can be in your career, this could be in your job, this could be in your business, this could be in your friendships, this could be in your relationships moving forward. This can also be relationships with your family members, as well as your friends, as well as your children. These are things that you need to take into account. By holding on to the pain, it stifles you to actually move any further. The third thing that I want to say around this is that you mustn't blame yourself. The first person you may look to blame is yourself, and that's normal, because as human beings, that is what we do. But remember that you deserve to be treated with respect. Unresolved guilt can cause anger and resentment, not only at yourselves, but also towards others, in order to justify our actions. So anger, resentment, and guilt sap into our energy. It causes depression, illness, and can stop us from even having success, pleasure, and fulfilling relationships. And this is the thing, and this is what I teach all of the ladies to absolutely do. So if you're not in my Warrior Women group and you want to join, please, I will be putting the link at the top of this video shortly. So please join the Warrior Women group, because what I teach you to absolutely do in every single one of the sessions that I do there, and every single week and every single day, we have different things that we absolutely do. If you want to then invest in your future from doing all of those different things, you can DM me. I'll put the link up there. We can jump on a clarity call. But here's the thing. Freedom from guilt and blame is absolutely key, and finding self-forgiveness is key for you to come out of the spiraling control around blaming yourself. Number 4, you need to detach yourself from people who you don't trust. Now, why does people put up with people who act in bad faith? And hear why I say this to you. Sometimes we hold on to people in our lives because they're family members. They might be cousins. They might be, sisters, brothers, friends from a long time ago. We hold on to them, but we hold them on in bad faith. Now, you've already dealt with one betrayal. You don't need any more. So if you feel someone in your life is really untrustworthy towards you, then get rid of them. Be selective about the people you bring into your life for your own well-being, and choosing to cling to people, especially who doesn't inspire you or give you faith or lead you into a place from distrust to trust. I need you to understand they will only lead you to distrust everyone as a whole. So you need to walk away from situation that doesn't serve you and is not right for you. Number 5, please don't betray. A lot of us, when we feel betrayed by certain things, we then take that out on somebody else. We take the innocence of courting somebody or meeting somebody to give us some sort of pleasure, like A, we're in control, A, B, we are in control of our emotions and we're in control of the situation. By controlling the situation. And I know a lot of women, especially women in business, you're very, very, very good at organizing all these different things, but how you project that in your normal life, it can be completely, completely, completely different. So you know what betrayal feels like. So try not to strive to not betray others. Sometimes being betrayed can really inspire those who aren't over being hurt, to hurt others as a way of getting even. And if you're unhappy in a relationship, simply move on. Do not knowingly deceive or mislead to satisfy your ego, and your ego is key in this. Revenge only perpetrates bad karma and traps you in a cycle of reoccurring actions. So letting go of that feeling is absolutely key, because what you don't want is that pain to be passed on to somebody else. When that pain is passed on to somebody else, you don't know how much damage you're actually causing to them, because you're actually causing more damage to yourself in actually like not revealing what it is and unraveling what it is that you absolutely deserve. Number 6, envision a future of free betrayal. And I want you to really get really, really visual with this, because this is absolutely key. Visualization is one of the key elements in getting what it is that you absolutely want. And I teach people all of this about manifesting. Don't be afraid to dream. Okay, this will also help you to be cautious of letting potential betrayers back into your life, because you are who you attract. Now, what you fear most, you must attract. And if you and it will be attracted and will be most attracted. And if you are quiet, your fears, you can control them. But if you allow your fears to be in control of you, you will only draw in people who will harness that. And this is where the narcissistic types of things and behaviors actually gets picked up, because it's almost like you're waiting for someone to save you. You're almost like you're waiting for someone to fix you. How about you trying to fix yourself? Because when you fix yourself, this is no longer like this. This is like this because then you're setting a foundation for yourself. The last thing, and this is number 7, that I really, really want to say to you guys, is that take a leap of faith. Now, you may be reluctant and even scared to get back into another relationship again, but taking a chance to love again is crucial if you want to move forward and you want to move on. But putting your hopes in others again will show you that there are good-hearted people really, really out there. And you might find it hard to trust anyone, but slowly and surely you redevelop a sense of confidence in goodwill of others. All you have to do is be willing to do so, but do the work on yourself. Absolutely. It's so, 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 so key. I see so many people looking for opportunities or looking for someone to give them something that they lack inside of themselves. And I want to share with you that this is just not the way to go, um, in terms of moving forward. Dawna, thank you so much for joining, gorgeous. Self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, absolutely. And actually, when you have affirmations backed up with visualization, is absolutely so, so, so key. I pray, I do all those different things. This doesn't make me inhuman in terms of what it is that I'm saying to you. Not only am I talking from experience, but I'm talking from experience, I'm talking from overcoming, I'm talking from seeing it from my own eyes. And I'm telling you, this is half of the reasons why a lot of people stop themselves from moving forward in terms of a relationships, because when you do that, when you feed the pain, you're actually stopping yourself and you're stifling yourself from actually moving on. And this is not the way to go. This is not the way that you can add value. This is not the way that you can harness in what you absolutely deserve. For you to get what it is that you deserve, you have to give it to yourself first. And when you're doing that, especially when you have kids or anybody else, you're teaching them something of value. You're teaching them that, listen, I did this for me, okay? Because what you're then doing is that you're telling them that actually you have to make yourself a priority in life, and you can't allow other people to give you the platform, or wait for somebody to give you the stage, or wait for someone to do all these different things for you. Because what you're doing is you're absolutely feeding the betrayal, and you're absolutely feeling the pain, and the pleasure of the pain is not key. You know, it's not key in terms of your growth. Acknowledging it is, stepping away from it is, leaping in is, leaning in is, you know. So I would say to you, to key for all of these 7 steps in terms of what I've absolutely said to you guys, the key in all of this is gratefulness. And here's the reason why. If you wake up every single day and you're thinking, I'm really in the wrong relationship, I'm really not in a place whereby I'm absolutely happy, listen to your intuition, listen to what it is that that you're doing. Here we go. Changing your dialogue. Don't give a fear. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And it's definitely a process. And it's definitely a trust process, because by you building up that self-trust, you're then able to see yourself. You're then able to view yourself. You're then able to be in a space where you absolutely deserve to be. And you can't look for that from anybody else to give that to you. So this is what I wanted to say to you guys, because a client reached out to me and asked me, look, Stacey, how can I actually get over deceit, get over the lies, get over the betrayal? First of all, you need to stop telling yourself the lie that you are suffering from betrayal. You need to accept that the betrayal happened, but you don't need to make it be you. Okay. And the deceit is around the trust, and the trust is so, so, so key. When you develop that self-trust inside of yourself, you can be whatever it is that you want to be, and you can do whatever it is that you want to do. But as Dawn has said here, changing your dialogue, changing how you speak to yourself is absolutely key. And this is the reason why self-sabotage, and this is the reason why low self-esteem comes into things, and people don't venture further than they need to, because they're so stifled by their past situation. They're so stifled from their situation and their present circumstances where they are at the moment. So I wanted to reach out to you guys and say that to you. I want to know who this hit home for. Please comment below. I read every single one of the comments in there. Those of you who are interested in terms of my services, I will be posting a link shortly. Again, um, if you looking for advice, you're looking for clarity in terms of moving forward and how to move forward, please book a call with me via my website, and I will just type that in right now so you guys have that. Book a call in with me. Let's get on to a call and let's talk that through. What you don't want to do is to allow 2020 to be the reasons why 2021 you don't move forward. Take care, everyone. Take care.